Now, was Golems Gone Wild? Still that name. Well, let's go ahead and get started with the next one. When the these titles are getting worse every time. When the golems get tough, Lala has gleaned new knowledge that may serve you well. Ah, brilliant. I trust you have not been shirking on your studies. Well, I'm level 86, so not really. Mistress Shitoto expects much of us, and I would not disappoint her. For my own part, I've called out to her internally time and again, within my mind in hopes of conveying any and all knowledge that might avail in the staving off this impending disaster. Though she does not respond, I have the direct sensation that she is listening, in some way or another. Doubtless she will return when she sees fit, but in the meantime, we can ill afford to bide our time. And so, I've taken zhai'a Nila's advice. I can just see the smug grin on his face when I say that, and reach out to our friends. Not moments ago, a post-Mongol came by with a missive from our friend Daza of the 269th Order. Nice. As luck would have it, it seems he has knowledge that might serve us well. To wit, reports of recent sightings of rampaging golems. Well, that's, like, good and not good, considering that means that the problem is getting worse. It also means that we might have the correct problem. I would ask that you go ahead and see what he knows. I will call for that holier-than-thou cure and join you shortly. Not that I am enamored with his company, far from it, but his insights have proven to be not altogether useless on occasion. Oh, let's head on over to Revenant's Toll. That says, yeah, it's Revenant's Toll. And talk to Daza, see if he can give us some insight into the golems. Alright, where are we going? Right over here? Just outside. Oh, in the corner, okay. Oh, right. Because he's got to stay away from humans and stuff. I remember these guys have, like, super British, posh British accents. Brilliant! It has been eons, eras, ages, eons. I've heard the spirit of the legendary Shitoto comes alive again inside Lala. But could this wondrous tale possibly be true? It is indeed, friend Daza. She is a capricious type, though, and wakes only when she has a mind to. A fact that I have explained some 700 times to this mutton-headed hearer, who still insists beyond all reasons that I should be able to summon her at will. You do me discredit, Lala. I merely suggested that if there were some means by which we could summon Shitoto at our own convenience, rather than waiting for her to come forth of her own accord, it might serve us in facing the dangers ahead. This is not the kind of person that you're going to be able to do that with. Summon her! You speak of the illustrious founder of my art as if she were a mere serving girl. You will watch your tongue in the presence of your betters, catboy, lest... of course she comes out right now. I mean no disrespect. I do not deny the power of your art, nor the good it can do in the right hands. I am simply... too stubborn and stupid to finally accept it? Oh well, I should suppose none of us are perfect. Myself excluded, of course. She's such a jerk! Self-centered, selfish jerk. With an ego, like, the size of 3 Lalavels. 269th Order, Medicent Daza, I presume. Tell me all you have seen or heard of this rampaging golem. Ah, my ears are to believed. Trusted sworn by believed. Is this truly the great Shitoto, who stands before my eyes? Yes, it must indeed. I mean, but of course, my lady. Yes, Daza will tell you all he knows. I saw a strange golem. Odd, curious, strange. wandering in the tangle. And that is not all. I was no ordinary golem, no, but rather the same one I saw in a tome handed down from my forebears, Dagu. A golem of ancient Mach. One of my own creations? Why, that is simply inconceivable. I designed them to be utterly rampage-proof, and thus copious instructions to ensure that my loyal apprentices and their apprentices, and so on and so forth, would see that they stay that way. Mayhap your followers were not so diligent in carrying out the orders after your passing? We all know of the chaos and destruction wreaked by Makai sorcerers during the War of the Magi. I suspect that poring over age-old documents in the upkeep of golems was the least of their concerns. Forgive me my doubts, Lady Shitoto, but you have seemed quite partial to your creations and your countrymen. If we were to find ourselves locked in combat with a golem of Mach, do I have your assurance that you would not hesitate to strike down your foe? I think her love for destruction trumps literally everything. If she can blow something up, she's gonna pick that option. Like a true black mage. You do not trust me. Trust us. This I know. And I am not deaf to Lalai's sizzling grumbles. So be it. You cannot help being a simpleton, no more than I can help being the greatest intellect of my era. Shitoto, please. That old Kukuraka told me what became of the Makai after my passing when he communed with me a century ago. Do you think I deny the senseless destruction caused by my descendants? The art I myself wrought, no less? Of course not, for I, unlike some of my present companions, am not a bloody fool. But even a fool must understand that a tool is only as good or evil as the one who wields it. So answer me this. What could I possibly stand to gain from standing idly by as my own creation wreaks havoc on the realm I once called home? I will grant that there is some sense in what you say. In any event, we thank you for your assistance, Daza. Rest assured we shall see the rogue golem before any harm befalls you and yours. To the tangle. Why is this abhorrent, idiotic fool walking that direction when it is to the left? Dost thou, overdweller, never lighten up? I mustn't be so tiring, living each day carrying around a brain of solid stone. Wearsome tiring. Literally, everyone's like, why does this guy have such a hard head? You can say that again, my synonym-abusing friend. Brilliant. You know the man better than I. And for that, I pity you. I agree. Is there nothing we can do to buy ourselves a moment's respite from his inane quibbling? Whatever do you suppose is bothering his puny mind? He's simply in awe of your power. Mayhap he worries for Lalai. Well, that's actually an interesting insight. Yes, I've observed this as well. Smaller minds are quick to burden themselves with hand-wringing concerns for the well-being of others, as if it were not evident that the girl is more than capable of taking care of herself. In either event, if he insists on tagging along with us, I suppose it would not hurt to win him over. If only so he does not foul things up in the worst possible time. True. Anyhow, I do believe we have some golems to smite into oblivion. A tangle, wasn't it? I'll see you there, and try not to get lost on the way. I'm surprised John didn't say that to the other guy. Stupid cat boy. Right, let's head on over to the tangle and blow some more things up. Yeah, this is the tangle, that's right. Okay, dumb cat boy. This Shitoto is full of mysteries, but what baffles me most, just what is it about Lalai's cap that she finds so disagreeable? Was there no custom of wearing headgear in her age? Well, not a stupid big hat like that. These lands were far more dry and agreeable in my day, but I suppose much can change in 2 millennia, especially about me around keeping things in order. But this is no time to get caught up in nostalgia. We have golems to smash and search for, not necessarily in that order, I suppose. Yes, I can sense particularly strong etheric energy coming from this direction. Okay, I'll make sure to head the other way. I will accompany Shitoto to ensure that she remains focused on the task at hand. Might you survey the area south of here? These environs afford our foe no end of hiding spots, and I'm ill-inclined to walk into an ambush. Okay. Let's go check this out and kill whatever we need to kill. This is probably going to be an enemy we need to kill. Where is... Survey the area for a suitable vantage point. Okay, oh, right there, of course, is the big destination marker. You look far and wide, but can discern no sign of golems, rampaging or otherwise. Return to the southwestern reaches of the Tangle and see how Shitoto and Stupid Catboy fare in their search. Okay, sounds good to me. Ah, there's the purple. Also, that's not exactly what I'd call a golem, but okay. So anyway, I started blasting. I was supposed to use a... wrong button. Ugh. If only this body were my own, I would have raised that oversized block of stone to the ground. I suppose I should thank you for coming to my aid. Had I lost consciousness in the midst of battle, I would certainly have been done for, and poor Lalai with me. No, Lady Shikoto, it is I who owe you a debt of gratitude. Had you not drawn the creature's initial strike, I would surely have met an inglorious end. But that is not the least of my failings. It is my fault, and my alone, that we were caught unawares. Though it shames me to say so, my eyes were on you, when they should have been watching over for our enemy. Excuse me, were you making eyes at a Lala, sir? That's a bit sus. Who in this is sorcerer who wields such frightening power? Does she truly mean to save our realm, or will she destroy it? These thoughts continue to haunt me, but no more. Seeing you risk your life for me, a humble hearer you have only just met. I say this with no reservations. You are a paragon of virtue and a model to all mages, white or black. Sure, bro, sure. Why, I do believe those are the most intelligent words I've heard you utter yet. Keep talking like that, and I might yet learn to tolerate your presence. But if you think this means I'm going to give you a precious Lalai back, you'd best think again. We still have a falling star to fend off, do we not? My precious Lalai, I had not the slightest idea what you might be implying. His head's just too hard, Chitoto. Just don't bother. You wouldn't, would you? Chitoto. You wouldn't, would you? Was it not your grand dream to see the white and the black, the arts of healing and destruction united for a common good? So says Lalai, at the very least. Is the girl not an invaluable piece to the future you would realize? This is all well and true, but invaluable and precious are different connotations. Mayhap not in your time, but perhaps the words evolve over time, and you see, what I'm trying to say, of course, Lalai is a friend and ally. But the same could be said of Brilliant here, and which is not to say I do not want to see her again, of course, but only that. Oh, never mind. At any rate, I do believe we've done all we can here. Lady Shitoto, please forgive me for having doubted you. Henceforth, I promise I will aid you in whatever way I can. And with that, I do believe we must be off, somewhere. Right. He's just too dense. You go the wrong way. One last thing. If I may, Lady Shitoto, while you were awake and speaking with us, what becomes of Lalai's consciousness? That is to say, is she still in there listening? What a curious question. She's slumbering in the recesses of her mind, much as I am when she is awake. But the answer to your question is, no, she's not listening, though we do have some rather stimulating conversations from time to time. If you'd like, I can share the details of my... No, I mean, never mind. I really must be getting off to, right, that place I was going. Sure, dude, sure. Are all men of this era so odd? I mean, I can't say. At any rate, I feel my consciousness begin to wane. Lalai will be waking from her slumber ere long, and I would return to ul'dah before she does. I suggest you do the same. Your friend has much she wishes to discuss with you. No, I'm not going to discuss date plans with stupid dense cat boy. Anyway, let's head back to ul'dah and wrap this quest up. Oh, Lalai back already? Or is this Shitoto? Welcome back, Brilliant. As you might have surmised, Oh, right, because she's wearing the hat again. Oh, that's actually clever design, character design, to make it a lot easier for you to tell which one is which besides just looking at the eye color. Welcome back, Brilliant. As you might have assumed, it is I, Lalai. Mr. Shitoto returned to her repose not moments ago. Before drifting off to slumber, she imparted to me some details regarding what she sees as the next phase of our task. To wit, she would have us venture further afield to investigate any golem menaces that might be stirring out of earshot. Speaking of menaces, whatever became of that stone-headed hearer? I suppose it is too much to hope that Mr. Shitoto finally set his robes alight. He has come to respect Lady Shitoto. He has feelings. Now, let's not do that. I dare say it took him long enough. Still, we cannot hold this man's ignorance against him. Not all of us are blessed with burgeoning intellects. Lalai, your hat is restricting your blood flow to your head. Anyhow, I trust you will keep me informed if our hero friend exhibits any more impertinent behavior. I would think of a suitable retribution. I dare say putting him to sleep and hiding his glasses would send a clear message and be rather amusing no less. Oh yeah, I can imagine. In any event, I should return to my research, as should you. Shitoto will doubtless call upon us before long, and our power must be primed for the occasion. Again, Lalai, I'm level 86. I'm fine.